上车是
404是这个。
对对。
你们是要403？
没有，我们这是404。
Motion capture. Alright, well, I feel like we can get started. Let's jump into it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Anim Motion Capture. And thank you for coming out to hang with us for the last hour of Anime Expo. We're gonna be teaching you guys some motion capture. I don't know if I talk to you out there in the expo hall, then you know we're gonna give away some prizes, we're gonna have some trivia, we're gonna do a lot of stuff. In fact, there's probably so much I won't get through everything, but we're gonna try our hardest. Yeah. Alright, we're going in. Okay, so one of the main things I'm going to touch on today is going to be Mocopi. It's Sony's motion capture. I have a couple slides on it. We're going to show you guys a live demo, and for the most part, I'm going to just read some of these slides because I feel like I condensed it pretty well, and if I just start talking, then it's going to be too long. So let's just get into it. All right, so we are VRX, Virtual Reality Experience. I got some more slides that'll talk a little bit more about this, but we basically do workshops and courses. We work with the schools, Los Angeles Public Libraries, colleges, really whoever. We also do virtual reality and augmented reality production. So if you have any VR projects you need to make or any AR, holla at us. We do 360 video, everything in that just XR and immersive sphere. We also have some original series. Okay, so as we go through this, we have a web page that has a lot of this information. So if you want to scan this, definitely follow us on Instagram too, but you can scan this and you can see a lot of the tools that we're going to be talking about. So even if you fall asleep, you can tap back in later. And again, we're VRX, founded in 2016. We're in the immersive entertainment space. We're creating all things immersive, virtual production, VR, AR, all the stuff. Tap in. Fiscally sponsored by the Allied Arts Foundation. I gotta say that too. All right, I'm Jonathan Williams. This is gonna be, okay.
I'm Chris Parson. Charles Williams.
I'm Patricia Alberto.
And these are my two nephews that have come all the way from Minnesota to help us out with the presentation today. So if you give a round of applause. And this is the lovely Patricia who keeps me from going insane in Los Angeles. You can read our bios, Lorem Ipsum Dolor. We're Latin. Awesome. I love this place. All right, so to kick things off and just let you guys know what is on this merch right here, we have the VRX Friends, and we're just jocking Hello Kitty a little bit, but it's okay, because it doesn't do that. We got TiVo, he is a robot who thinks he's a human. We have Sarah, an angel banished from heaven, and we have Luna, and she's an alien who can't get home. And we're gonna have some merch later, so I just had to set the stage. All right, so throughout this, because you see, we have technical difficulties and computers are like computers. So we're gonna be playing a game called Lucky Lokes throughout, and it's gonna be a trivia game. We're gonna ask you guys anime questions, and if you have the right answer, you're gonna get one of these envelopes. Every envelope is a winner, because they all got some money in there, and some have more than others. And we're gonna do a little raffle at the very end. And you'll know when we get to the end, it'll matter. Okay, so outline is gonna be Mocopi. We're gonna talk a little bit about Vroid. We're gonna do a quick demo of Vroid and Mocopi. I don't know if we'll have time to do a Wonder demo because, it's good, but it sucks. And then we're gonna talk about Unity, and we're gonna talk about Unreal. And who's familiar with Unity or Unreal? Just hands up or something? Oh, yes. What about Vroid Studio? Wonder Studio? Oh, okay. All right, so some quick skeleton notes before we get into all this, because this is pretty relevant to all of it. So skeletal rigs are pretty much the base of all of this. When it comes to doing motion capture, what you're essentially doing is taking a 3D character and they have a rigged character skeleton and you're imitating like a human skeleton. So I'm sure you've seen like, what is it, Andy Serkis, I think, is like the main motion capture guy. He's done like, he's literally every single character. He's like Gollum, he's like every monkey in the monkey movies where they Planet of the Apes. They got those little dots and you've seen like where the face dots, like I'm sure you guys have all seen this in passing because it's 2024 and like, yeah. So real quick, a skeletal rig is gonna be a hierarchical structure of bones used to animate 3D characters. It's gonna provide a framework for movement and deformation, deformation, and the rigging process enables creators and animators to realistically and articulately like move characters essentially. I'm gonna move fast. So retargeting. This is like the hardest part actually. This is the skill that if you have, you will get paid, like I promise you. Because not that many people know how to retarget, and in programs like Unreal specifically, there's so many different character skeletons and types that people are always looking for someone who can convert them. Or just like rig them from scratch, that also works too. But retargeting is like, it's a really important skill. So skeletal retargeting is gonna be the process of transferring animations from one character rig to another. And it's gonna allow different characters to share the same motion data. And before I go further, that means like, let's say I have a traditional humanoid skeleton that has my arms, my legs, and then I have somebody who's like a dragon or something. And if I want to put that same animation from the human on the dragon, I'm gonna need to have a converter so that basically the dragon skeleton is recognizing the animations for the humanoid skeleton. That's making sense for everybody. Because you know, the dragon's gonna maybe have some weird arms or something like that. Okay, so this technique ensures that animations maintain consistency across various models regardless of differences in their skeletal structures, making it invaluable in game development and animation. And these pictures right here, you can kind of see this is the T-pose, the classic T-pose, and you can see how the skeletal structure is. We have like our pelvis, we have our chest, we have our arms, we have our hands. Hand tracking is like invaluable too, but we won't be showing you that today, sorry. And then this other one is in an A pose. And so these are the two like basic poses you can kind of rig from. And if you look over here, you can see all these characters have some type of skeletal rig match because they're all using the same animation, even though they kind of have different shapes and sizes. So this guy is way off, and this little girl is little. And then right here, we can kind of see another example of that where this is that T-pose, and this is that character, and it kind of goes through the bones, but it was cut off, and I left it cut off because it just looked better as a diamond, so. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start off with Mocopi. Mocopi is a portable motion capture system developed by Sony, shouts to Sony, designed to track and record human movement with high accuracy. We'll just say accuracy, not high accuracy. It consists of small, lightweight sensors that are attached to the user's body and communicate wirelessly with a smartphone or computer. And Patricia is wearing Mocopi. You see it on her wrist, see it on her head, on her ankles. Okay, and it's particularly useful for applications in animation, VR, AR gaming, and the creation of realistic character movements and interactions. User-friendly design and advanced tech make it accessible for pros and enthusiasts. So if you're trying to be a VTuber, I know a lot of VTubers are using this. Also, if you are doing VR chat, a lot of people have Mocopi now so that they have the full body tracking versus just like the hand and the head tracking. And Mocopi comes with like some new straps, I think, that will like work on a headset, or it does something, I don't know, but they sent it to me, I don't know. Shout out to Sony again, they should sponsor us. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick demo. I am so afraid to unplug this, y'all saw everything else happening earlier. That's all I needed. Man, we're doing the swap. We'll have to swap this twice. Bro, that worked? Got it. It's the power they use. These kids know more about this stuff than I do. I didn't know like how to hit the buttons, but they actually know the frameworks. You know what? I think we're gonna hit a trivia question just because it worked. You're up, Chris. Make it hard.
All right. Who is the main character trapped in a suit of armor in the anime series Full Metal Alchemist?
I saw that hand before. It's you in there. Let's go.
Correct.
Yeah, all right. He wants to do another one. Go ahead.
All right, we're starting off in the shallow waters, guys. All right. In the anime My Hero Academia, what is the name of the main character's quirk? I don't want to do this side again. We'll do right up here.
It is.
One for all. My apologies, guys. My apologies. We'll have Charles write that down. It's because we're so similar. I'm not gonna.
You know, you get a round of applause for trying. Okay. So, jumping back to Mocopi, some of the best use cases for Mocopi, and a lot of these like really simple mocaps are gonna be like, you know what, actually, we'll do a demo and then we'll come back. Okay, so get ready for the Mocopi. This is how it looks when you start it off. It's a super simple app. I'm using an iPad right here. If you have a phone, you can use your phone. So, and I guess I'll just show you this just so you know. So when you come in here, you can record. They have like some example ones. Oops. Oh, I guess I did all of these. Oh, I got you. All right, so here's their like generic avatar. Boom. This is Reynos. They love using Reynos in all things. You can kind of see, you know, fun little cutesy avatar, yay. Remind me of what's the one? Who's the one from Unity? Anybody knows the Unity avatar? I guess Unity Chan, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna hop in. So first we're gonna start motion capture. I'll just showing you that you can record files and you can play them back. You can change the background and stuff out. So let's say you don't want to do the hard way I'm gonna show you. You can just go on here. You can make a character in like Droid Studio. I'll show you that really quickly. And you can just throw them into Mocopi, throw them on backgrounds, and you can be going. And it's gonna do like voice capture as well. So if you're talking, the mouth will move based on like the audio levels that it's hearing, just kind of approximating, but it does a pretty good job. So we're gonna start motion capture. It's gonna be looking for these little things that Patricia's wearing. They're blinking blue right now. We're gonna hit confirm. We're gonna hit next. And we're gonna hit connect sensors. So this is gonna do a little thing. You're gonna have to do this stuff forward. So while this does this hunt, hit them with another question.
All right, for question 3. What is the name of the virtual reality game in Sword Art Online? Right here in the map. Yes, but it's a little more than that, let me go right back. No, not that either. All right, right here. But it's all.
It's the one from Sword Art Online Progressive.
All right, does anybody have the answer for this still? All right. So I might just be tweaking on this, but isn't Aincrad in all of the Sword Art Online?
That's the setting.
I thought that was in the main Sword Art Online.
No, that's the second game.
Okay. All right, okay. We'll hit another one. We'll hit another one.
I love how committed everyone is to anime. Your head's good, everything is good. We're just waiting.
Okay, in the show Dragon Ball Z, what are the names of Vegeta's children?
Who?
One, that's one of the two.
Drums and bolos.
Yes, indeed. Alrighty. What is the name of the legendary pirate king in the anime series One Piece?
Really? That's that question.
Let's go you right here in the, yep.
Alright, with that we're live. That's the power of the Lucky Loves, just kills time. So as you can clearly see, she's live now. And she's been waiting for this her whole life, as you can tell. Now anyone can be an idol. Okay, so next we're going here, and you can select a different avatar. You come to the top. I don't remember the one that I made for you. We can open from file. We're going to use Space Cowgirl. Sorry, I know you didn't want that one, but that's you now. Boom, okay, and now we got a new avatar. And we made this in Broid Studio. I don't know if you guys are using Broid Studio, but it's free. It's super easy. You can take your characters and sell them. You can give them away. You can put like rights and rules on them, like can't be used in violence or sexual acts. What else can you do? That's pretty much everything, but it's a lot. And also you can change your background, you know, if you want to be, now you're a super idol. You made it to the big stage. All right, and we're gonna jump back to the laptop now for a while, so say bye, Patricia, wave. But keep on Mocopi coming back. And we're not gonna do it right now, but you can hit that little red button, obviously, and record your session if you want to record. We can do it later. Hopefully this just pops back in real quick. Love it. All right. Round of applause. Give it for the Anime Expo team. They made this possible. All right, so when dealing with like this motion capture, some of the best use cases for something like Mocopi, because it's relatively simple. There's like Rococo and a lot of other ones that are a little bit more like fine-tuned. There's one more too that I would love to throw out, but I just cannot think of the name of it right now, and that's too bad. But it is markerless mocap, and it's a really good system. It'll probably come to me as soon as the time's over. But simple animation, and that's gonna be animation that pretty much is just at your main joints. So it's not gonna be hand tracking. If you just need to get something rough and dirty down, Mocopi's gonna be really helpful. Pre-visualization, and if you don't know what previs is gonna be like, if you're creating a movie or a game, you're gonna wanna basically make a low poly version before you spend $100 million to make that super clean, like Disney level 3D. And if you look at you can see like what's this movie? Despicable Me. You can see the crappy version, and you can see the good version. You see like how the minion looks like, you know, I don't know, it looks like a mess. And then it looks good on the other side. So you kind of see the difference between like a previs, and there's companies who their entire job is just previs. So you could get a job doing this, and you don't have to be like a high-level animator. You could just be, you know, used to getting something down on paper, and there's a job for that. So, I mean, I pretty much just described what it is, but previs is going to be game engine involved, using a game engine to create just like real-time rendering. I explained it enough. VTubing, who doesn't know what VTubing is? Does everybody here know what VTubing is? Like, was that for real? You know what it is. He also came from Minnesota, he's a plant. Okay, let's keep rolling. So we already went through the Mocopi. You saw how easy it was. We just put on its 6 markers, turn it on, connect, calibrate. Like it maybe took us 3 tries on the calibration, but it's pretty good. It's always just like step slower or step faster. It's pretty much the only thing it ever says. So it's not too difficult to get started. Some of the pros of Mocopi, again, it's very easy mocap. You pretty much saw us just do it, and we set it up in like 5 minutes. So it's low cost. I mean, and low cost is kind of subjective. It's like $450. They run a lot of sales. It's not too bad. If you're looking at other motion captures, it's probably gonna be like $2,000. So, you know, comparatively, you can get in the game pretty easily. It works with Unity 3D and Unreal, which is also very helpful if you just need to get some down and dirty animations again. And it's not even just, I say down and dirty just because, you know, I'm used to the professional sense where they just look down on everything. But this is good stuff, you know? If you're just trying to start a YouTube channel or something, or you're just trying to get comfortable with motion capture, this is the perfect tool. Some of the cons on this are gonna be no hand tracking. When we dive back in there, maybe I'll show you that it has like hand gestures though. So even though I can't like do a full motion, you know, they'll have like a peace sign already in there. They'll have maybe like a pointing finger and a lot of things that are kind of preset already so that you can get in the game if you want to and just have the hands doing something so they're not like, you know, that hand that, you know. And another con is gonna be, there's no, oh yeah, her hand right there, that's what I'm talking about. There's no internal mocap data recording. So I can't take the mocap data from Mocopi and just apply it to another skeleton. We were talking about the retargeting earlier. Like I won't be able to just take that data and throw it on another character unless I run it through Unity or Unreal. So Vroid Studio, powerful 3D character creation software developed by Pixiv, aimed at making the design of anime-style characters, you know, really accessible, blah, 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 blah. A lot of tools, a lot of templates. I talked about this pretty much already. Popular among artists, game developers, and VTubers because it's user-friendly, and I think they're very high quality, probably peak, honestly, and they have really good cell shading, and that's kind of like when you watch your 3D shows and they just have the lines like it's anime, you know, we're getting into the cheat world now, we don't even have to draw anymore. So, I mean, these guys are a perfect example. You can see the cell shading around the edges of all the characters. And all of them come like that, so I think it's pretty cool. And we'll jump over to Wonder Studio. Wonder Studio is going to be an innovative motion capture platform designed to simplify the process of animating digital characters. It uses advanced AI technology to automatically track and animate characters in real time. So you don't need to use Mocopi, or you don't need to have a really big $2,000 to $3,000 rig, or any like motion track, anything actually. It just takes the video and it goes from there. It makes it's an invaluable tool for filmmakers and game developers. We'll just leave it at filmmakers actually, and content creators seeking efficient and high quality animation solutions. So this stuff looks pretty good. It has its downsides. We'll jump into those. But for the most part, Wonder Studio, if you're creating 2D content and you already have a filmed video and you maybe want to swap a person out with a character, like a 3D character, as simple as you see him, these two standing, is gonna be really good. It can pretty much match the lighting because this character was added after the fact, but it still kind of has the same look as if this character was in the scene the whole time. So it does a really good job of like taking all the surrounding data. I mean, it's AI, it better be doing a good job. And I guess we'll talk about this and then we'll look at a demo quick. So it's easy, it's quick mocap. The lighting, again, is on point. All-in-one compositing. The exports to Unreal, Unity 3D, and you can upload your own character. And the exports I was talking about that Mocopi can't do, this can give you mocap data, where you can now apply whatever mocap data you got from this character, you can put that on any other character. And it does a good job of like having a bunch of different file types. You can bring it into Maya, you can bring it into Blender. We know Maya and Blender, yeah, we've heard of it at least? Yeah, you can bring it into Unity, you can bring it into Unreal. Like, Wonder Studio is pretty good. Maybe costs like, I'm paying like 20 bucks. I got the light version because I'm not using it that much. I just use it to like show people that it's an option. The worst things about it are probably it can't do fast movements. I think I did one where somebody did like a backflip and it lost tracking like midway through the backflip and the character did this crazy little like, you know, those ragdoll physics thing. It can't track cuts. So if you have a scene where someone's walking forward and then it cuts to that side profile, it will honestly like think that the person just like turned their face really fast, and so it'll do like it gets choppy. So you can't really do cuts. Cost and time limitations, because with that 20 that I pay, I'm gonna get like 150 seconds or something of mocap, which isn't bad, but you know, it could be better. And you pay more, you get more time, obviously. And it only captures what's in frame. So if I have something, let's say like these two characters are walking, it's a good example, it's really not gonna get the mocap data for these legs. From this like thigh down, it'll just be kind of guessing, and sometimes it won't do anything. And so it'll just have to be straight leg beyond that. And it won't do masking. So you can see how the robot is above this character, like this actual man. And let's say that the person's hand was actually behind him when he patted him on the back, it will still put the hand like in front of this guy. So that's a little bit of a problem, but I'm sure the AI will keep getting better. So with that, and let's see how easy we can just hop into Wonder Studio. I don't even know where. So what happens when you hide your desktop, it's all messy and nasty, so I gotta do it this way. Oh yeah. Wonder Studio is made by filmmakers, so it is specifically for film if you're trying to create things like that. I'm sorry, I need to introduce you, bro. My bad. This Hakeem, this the videographer. You know, I don't call too many people my Tomodachi, but he's one of them right here. I can't even log into my main account. That is bothering me right now. Yeah, hit the let me loose.
All right. Okay, guys, for our next question. What sport is central in the anime Blue Lock?
Me?
By the camera on the block.
Okay, soccer.
Clap it up for him.
You guys can see this up there? Okay, so we're here. We are now in Wonder Studio. Welcome. Wonder Studio is pretty straightforward. You can see we've cranked out a couple of these. Like I be in Wonder Studio, if I'm being honest. Like I don't feel like I use it a lot, but maybe I do. I don't look at this. They have a pretty like generic assortment of avatars. All right, they got a pretty generic like assortment of like avatars. You know, you see robots and the professor and Sandy. If I'm keeping it G, they could use a little bit of diversity, and I'm sure they're working on it because I'm hoping that they're working on it. But you can upload your own avatar as well, and I'll show you guys the video that this comes from. We recorded this last night just as a quick example. And this is Chris. Chris is our model for the mocap. You know, everything somehow moves much slower when you're sitting up on stage. So boom, 1, 2, yep, you got it. He does martial arts and stuff, so that was appropriate. And all I would need to do is take that video, hit create new project. You got a couple options in here, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna continue. You see upload videos, I can just go in here, simple as that. Drop this video in. There, drop on the timeline, or not. And we have this in here. I would pick a character who I want to mocap him with. And another weird thing about this is no matter how long the clip is, it still takes like an hour. So obviously I had to do this already last night. And so this was the output that we got. We ran that video through here. You know, and that's pretty good. That's what we just saw. Here's another example, and this will kind of show you what happens when it takes this data and throws it on some other. This is one of my other coworkers, Kilo, and you can see we did the character swap with Wonder Studio in the middle one, and this is that data. We just brought it into Unity, so it's kind of sketch a little bit, but you can see like if you were just trying to get a samurai dancing in the woods, then you know, close enough. Oh, okay. So let's go back to it. Okay, we made it. Now, you know, they talk about the big three in anime. This is like part of the big three when it comes to doing motion capture or just anything in the virtual space. Unreal Engine, Unity, and I'm gonna say Maya, but anybody who's not rich would say it's Blender. And I'm not rich, so I like Blender more because it's like, it's free. No, Blender's free. Oh, Blender had a game engine. Yeah, I think they just are doing animation now. I think they stepped away from all that. So Unreal Engine is going to be a powerful, widely used 3D game engine developed by Epic Games. They make Fortnite. Woo, we love Fortnite. It provides a complete suite of tools and functionalities for creating high-quality, interactive, and visually stunning games, as well as immersive virtual reality experiences. I am not even doing this justice. Unreal Engine can do absolutely anything. Cinematics, it can do game design, it can do VR, it can do AR, it can literally do absolutely anything. Virtual production is probably the really big one right now if you're looking for a check and you want to get into this space. Learn Unreal Engine and you'll probably be paid in like a month. If you really just bunker down, watch the tutorials they have on their site, you can be animating, you can be motion, you can do everything. Unreal Engine is the one to learn. Look, they even made Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in Unreal. I'm sure there was some posters or something that said Unreal Engine because they just shove it down your throat. So they've like made themselves the industry standard. Very well done though. And I got this one from, I forgot this anime, I watched it though. No Guns Life, there we go. Because Unreal is the backgrounds. They took 2D characters and they would put them in like Unreal Engine generated backgrounds, and I thought that was awesome. I also had always wanted to do that, and I saw them do it, and I was salty, so I stuck in my mind. So some of the best things about Unreal Engine are going to be that it's visually stunning, great lighting systems, like the best, right out of the box, you're making AAA stuff, like you could just have somebody running through the forest with some Mixamo animation, and they're going to be like, whoa, bro, are you a professional? It's the industry standard. Virtual production, all-in-one animation system. If you have your character, you can rig them inside of Unreal. If you don't want to do any mocap, you can just do the rig, and they have like a custom Unreal rig, which will allow you to do frame-by-frame animation. Like it's literally flawless. They also have the live link, and the live link will allow you to put your like facial motion capture onto characters and things like that. And they have a blueprint system, so if you don't know how to code, you can use the blueprints, and I think that they're pretty good. There's a lot of documentation online on how you can really use them. It's not as beginner friendly as like Unity, but it's about on the same level. So if you had to pick between the two, I'd still say do Unreal Engine. It can be harder to find free assets, and they do versioning up very like, maybe like once a year or something, and it can mess up all your projects that you just did in the last year. So that can be a bit of a headache, and you have to have like 5.2, 5.3, 5.4 all installed on your computer because you can't really like, I mean, you can, but like it breaks a lot of the like dependencies and things like that. So the versioning is a bit what it is. Inside of Unreal, they have something called the take recorder, and that's what we would do motion capture with. I'm not gonna read all this, but essentially we will take the take recorder and record the mocap from Mocopi. We're just gonna show you this one too. So we're going to take the Mocopi data and we're going to bring it into Unreal Engine, and you'll be able to see like how easy it is just to kind of transfer this data. And from Unreal, we can record the take and have that mocap data to apply to any character. has everybody read this who wants to? Can I keep it going?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. All right, and Live Link is gonna be the other thing that Unreal has. And Live Link is gonna be that facial capture thing I was talking about. You can see it right here. You can apply facial capture to pretty much any character who has a face rig, and you can rig their face in Unreal. Like, Unreal is just so powerful. I just gotta keep saying it. Hit him with let me know.
What is the highest grossing anime film of all time?
Demon Slayer movie a dream.
Oh, okay, I would expect it would be like Spirited Away.
How they work? Yeah.
We like crazy.
Not too old.
Okay, so we're gonna hop into. Oh yeah, doing more is gonna take a second to load. I'm running into which side.
Who is the creator of the popular anime series Jujutsu Kaisen?
I didn't know that one either, and I like Jujutsu Kaisen, so I was kind of nervous. Okay, so this is kind of the basic interface for Unreal Engine, and you can see like I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Like even just on my laptop, I already got like 2D characters in 3D worlds. We got metahumans, which is another really big thing. Like the metahumans are pretty photorealistic, and if you just upload a picture of your face, for the most part, it'll create a 3D model of you, and it's not bad. I mean, anybody know what the Uncanny Valley is? Now, I'm not saying it's in the Uncanny Valley, but, you know, there's a toe in it, you know? And sometimes the characters can look a little bit sketchy, but again, if you don't have anything else, it's not too bad. And a really quick shout out to Ready Player Me, which also does like animated avatars, and they also will allow you to upload pictures, and it can be pretty realistic and close to what you look like, but it leans more into the animation style of it. I wish I had one of those, but I don't. You can look at my phone, Ready Player Me. Actually, I'll update that page that you guys scanned at the beginning and add Ready Player Me, so if you scan that, then you can see it there. And this presentation will also be up there, so you can just watch that. You just are zoning out right now because you're tired from walking for 4 days straight. So we will, what's important? We'll do Mocopi, and then I'll show you the facial capture. I think we actually have time. We might not have time, but we'll try. Hit him with another load.
Alright, you ready? In the anime Berserk, what is the name of Guts' love interest that he's risked his life for? Or risked his limb for?
Life and limb.
Right there by the camera. Yep.
Casca.
Yes, indeed.
How you doing? Yeah. Yeah.
So we're now in Unreal Engine. I'm sorry, I just picked something super basic just so that y'all can get the point. This is gonna be our little Mocopi avatar right here. You already have seen Mocopi, so like this. Well, another logo, we'll just do this.
Alrighty. In the Dragon Ball universe, what form do Goku and Vegeta use to defeat Omega Shenron?
Oh yeah, exorcism. So we can recalibrate this, but for the sake of time, she's just gonna have to be an exorcism. So what happens is you come in here and I can hit motion now. So when I'm on video, I can record. When I'm on motion, now I'm gonna be sending this signal, and there's a whole lot. I mean, you know what? Whatever. That's okay. All right, so you can go in here, you can go to your settings, Expo turn off service connections. You'll need to set your IP address to whatever like the Wi-Fi is and make sure it's 12351. And we'll send signal. So we should be sending signal. Now in Unreal, let me move the logo somewhere. Abracadabra. Okay. So now that we're back in here, you want to do another one or no? All right, go ahead.
In the anime Black Clover, who is the Wizard King?
He jumped up. Yeah, my guy in the red and black. You want to read?
Julian Nova Kronos, I think. Is it?
Yep.
Oh my
Okay. So I actually forgot how to do this. I'm tired too. Hold on. So we're gonna go window, we're gonna go virtual production, and we're gonna go live link. And we're gonna add our source, and we have Mocopi live link. We'll create Mocopi source, and if we're lucky, everything just works super smoothly like it should. Let's go that way though. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1. What would I be forgetting to do right now? Hold up, I'm probably but know that it does work. There's a skip or a step I kind of skipped, but I didn't really skip it. I just did it once. Yes. So you have to go in here, go to IP config, and you have to actually look and see what is your IP address. And that is the problem I didn't know. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna load while I type this in. Don't take a screenshot of this thing.
Alrighty. What is the name of the weapon used by Soul Reapers in Bleach to purify hollows? In the background. Yes. Yes.
Rapid fire these off, y'all. And we're live. Stand up. Yeah, it's probably lagging a little bit, but you get it. So we're going to go Mocopi.
Alrighty. In the anime series Naruto Shippuden, who was the Hokage at the time of the 4th grade ninja war?
Another one real quick. I'm gonna swap it. Am I? No.
Alright. In the anime series Jujutsu Kaisen, who is the spirit that Itadori is possessed by? Might be in the back, 2 away, yeah. Yep, right there. Right.
All right, so right now we're gonna dive back into Unreal. I'm gonna show you guys a live link on the face. Hopefully this just connects really fast and y'all got a lucky loaf to kill time. Keep loading up. Unreal takes a long time to load because it just does. Yes. It's creating worlds and realities. Okay.
All right, guys, I'm gonna ask a controversial question, all right? Yes, it does have an answer.
Which is the better?
Who is the Shonen Big Three? Let's just take it right from the front.
Naruto, and Bleach.
Right.
What was the alternative?
You wanted Dragon Ball Z.
But Dragon Ball's like the grandfather of anime. Not the grandfather, but like this current shonen generation. Okay, so you saw this, you see my face, it's in here, blah, 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 blah. And then we're gonna swap back over here. And Chris, take up the mental. And let's see how lucky we can get first time. This is Dr. Miyagi, my created metahuman. Not to be mistaken with Mr. Miyagi, there's no connection. So we're gonna go to virtual production, live link. You know what? We're gonna do that for a while. I can just tap on it. And we're now going to. I think I'll do this. Is in there? Okay. We're gonna go to. Maybe it's not going down as simple as I thought it was. Hit him with some lobes.
Alrighty. What is L's real name in Death Note? Right there.
No, I don't remember.
Alright. Yep.
Wally.
Yes, indeed.
Hurry up, just pile drive for the rest of us.
Alright.
So we can do the round.
What is the most recent film from Hayao Miyazaki?
We'll just. I gotta go for speed.
The Boy and the Heron.
You ready to answer, guys? There's 3 left. Alright, this rapid fire is going fast.
In the anime series Haiku, what is the position played by the protagonist Shoyo Hinata?
What is the name of the giant humanoid robot controlled by the pilots in the anime Gurren Lagann?
As expected, Unity taking a long time to load too, so, I should have shrunk the project, but who doesn't? Okay, hold on, you the last one. Let me just crank through more of these. So live link works. Know that you saw his face on there. You know how it works. Like his Dr. Miyagi's face was gonna be moving just like our faces move. We have like a couple minutes, so I gotta like power drive through it. All right, Unity 3D. We're supposed to open that up. It's trying to open right now, and it'll probably just pop open while I'm doing this presentation. That's okay. Powerful, widely used 3D development platform. It's pretty much the same as Unreal, but not as clean right out of the box. You need to add like the universal render pipeline and a whole bunch of other stuff, which can be a bit of a headache. They have a recorder that's very similar to Unreal's, except for this recorder will just, it's like a take recorder where they will only like video record. I won't be able to record my Mocopi data into Unreal as actual mocap data. I can just record a video of like my characters doing the mocap. Which works fine in a lot of cases. Like a lot of times I'll just record a mocap session and I don't really need to record that mocap data. They have a Cinemachine tool which works very well with the motion capture where you can kind of preset camera movement. So it can be doing rotations, you can do zoom in, zoom out, you know, tracking whatever you want, and it can do that while you're doing your motion capture. You can just like preset all your cameras or have them on buttons where you hit 5 and it cuts to this camera and 6 cuts to that camera, that kind of stuff. But Cinemachine is very powerful as well. Another quick thing is Cinemachine will allow you to basically set up a timeline where you can put your animations in a timeline and still set up a cinematic that way if you don't want to do motion capture. If it opens up anytime soon, then I can show you that. But if not, Mixmo animations are a great way for you to just get in the game. These are like pre-mocapped animations. So someone already took the time to go in there and do the mocap so that you can just add it to your timeline and now your character can do the backflip or do the run or do whatever it is that you need. And there's a ton of animations. This is through Adobe, so if you have the Adobe suite, it's free for you. And we're live, okay. So I think we have time to maybe do one of these if everything works. Hit it with the last load.
That's the last one. In the show One Piece, what is Luffy's devil fruit named? You with the kid.
Beautiful. Rock that double. That's it. We're just gonna hope that it can actually go close. That's all. Okay, then we'll try and come back to this in a sec while she gets all hooked up. We are going to now finish up that game. Okay. We talked about Mixmo. Okay, pros and cons of Unity. Pros are it's beginner-friendly, widely available assets, lots of sample projects in game, lots of resources. Cons are C# coding. If you don't know how to code, use ChatGPT. It's pretty good at coding these days. Don't tell anybody I told you that. Versioning can also be annoying with this, and it's less professional out the box, like the lighting and things. You can see the difference between like these and like the earlier pictures I showed you. Quick little shameless plugs. Our game Shooting Stars is coming to the MetaQuest 3. It's a VR game, first-person shooter. It's pretty fun. That'll be out in the fall. And we got some Tebow ones to give away. It's available right now on VRSpeed.com. I love Tebow. Everybody loves Tebow. So thank you. If you have any questions, we'll answer them maybe outside the door or something, because I think you want to kick us out, because, you know, they want to go home and that's what people are talking. And we want everybody who won something to open up your envelope. And if you open up your envelope, if you have a black ink splat VRX sticker, we got a shirt for you. And it's a sticker. Everyone has a sticker, but only one has the black ink splat sticker. Black ink splat. Is that, oh, Law got it? Bring it on up, Law. And then my nephew's gonna pick a number between 60 and 80 for the raffle. You got 71 too? Do you wanna? What are the chances of that? No, that's not the ink splat. Did you get the 71? The ink splat, black ink splat sticker.
Oh, okay.
It looks like that.
Bring it up so we can look.
This is the last panel of room for AB.
And thank you for sharing it with us.
There will be no longer
Got
other
it.
panels
Got
today.
winners!
Thank you everybody for the VRX family. Thank you very much. All right.
And this panel will be available online if you guys go to those links we have, and here you go. Contact us, link with us, connect with us, do whatever, scan. Follow us on IG. We love you all, and we love anime.
We send your belongings and leave
Closing.
to your left.
To the left. Yeah.
Yeah.